This video is going to walk you through some basic settings in SPSS, and we're going to take a look at the utilities menu. Okay, you should have your dataset open, and we're using the GSS 2006 dataset. Right now I have the data editor window showing, and we're going to go up to edit and go all the way down to the bottom of this menu and click options, and a dialog box will pop open. The first thing we want to do is change the variable lists to display names like that, and we want to change everything to be alphabetical. That way it's easy for you to find variables in your list. Everything will be alphabetically organized, and everything will be organized by the names of the variables, which is a lot easier than the labels. The other thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the right side of the dialog box, and I want you to go towards the bottom and only open one data set at a time. Open only one data set at a time. Click that option. Go to the bottom of this window and click apply. And the next thing I want you to do in this dialog box is go to the tab that says output. Okay. Click on the tab that says output. And if you go to the left side of this window, there are 4 drop-down menus right here. And I want you to select names and labels, values and labels, names and labels, and values and labels for every single one of those, and apply those settings as well. And then click OK. If it's the case that you cannot see this entire dialog box, make sure that your SPSS window is in the full screen mode by going up to the top left-hand side of your window and clicking on those 4 arrows that face each other, like this, or face out. Okay, once you have those settings in place, it'll be a lot easier to look at our SPSS output and to look through our variable lists. So what I want to do now is I want to take a look at the utilities menu. If you go up to the utilities menu, we can go to the first option, which is variables, and we can see all of our variable names here in this leftmost box, and you can see there's lots and lots and lots of variables in this data set. So the nice thing about SPSS is you can scroll through these alphabetical list of variables just like this, and you can look for a specific variable, or you can just start typing in the box. So it's already has one highlighted. And let's say we want to look for a particular variable. So let's start by looking for the variable called life. If I just start typing on my keyboard, and you have to type rather quickly, L-I-F-E, it jumps down to that variable. So you can scroll down to a variable, or you can just start typing. So now we have the variable life selected, and it gives us variable information. It tells us the name of the variable, the label of the variable is life, exciting, or dull, and it tells us the values 0, 1, 2, 3, 8, and 9, and what each of those values mean. So it provides a legend for us. The value of 0 has a label of nap, which is not applicable, and it doesn't mean that the respondent is taking a nap. So sometimes you will see nap on some of these variables. It simply means this respondent chose not applicable, or perhaps the respondent didn't get that specific question. So we're going to focus on these particular values and labels. 1, exciting, 2, routine, 3, dull. Is life exciting or dull? And the respondents indicate if life is exciting, routine, or dull. There are answers like don't know, and there's also an NA down here. So it could be the case that they didn't get the question, or it was not applicable there as well. Okay, so this is our utilities menu, and we can look at lots of different variables here. So if you want to think about the level of measurement for a variable, you might start here. You can look at the label, but you can use this utilities menu to start getting a feel for your data set.